How did you lose weight if you were drinking like a goddamn fish, like a psycho?
So smoothie bar.
What?
Smoothie bar.
You're having smoothies every day?
Dude, this tour is markedly different than our other tours. We have catering everywhere we go.
Yeah.
And so we got a smoothie bar. So every morning I'd go in and I have a smoothie.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, that filled me up. And then I wouldn't eat. I'd eat very light. And then, by the way, you start drinking and you just forget to eat.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, it's like showtime. I can't eat after 7 or I throw up in my throat while I sleep.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't eat. I didn't eat. I fucking,
Very
my pants were so skinny on me.
Yeah.
I look awesome right now. I worked out. I worked out every day. I fucking jacked, bro. I am jacked.
You look jacked.
Dude.
I did Colbert and I got him to put on the jacket that Netflix bought me that I didn't wear in the special. So that was that was great. And the best is I go,
what did he say to you when you came out? You don't look like a fat piece of shit.
Okay. They cut it.
They did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so we talked for over 20 minutes, which is a long time for like panel.
Yeah.
Because you know they're going to cut it down.
Oh,
so,
wow. He does like a 20-minute interview and then they just...
They told me, they're like, he's enjoying himself. So and I was like, okay. So when I sat down, he goes, first of all, he goes, look at this card. It was like his interview. He goes, doesn't say any questions or anything. I was like, yeah. He goes, so let me just congratulate you. I go, thanks. He goes, on not being a fat piece of shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, what? He goes, you look healthy. And I was like, yeah, I've been eating pretty clean and working out a lot. He goes, funny how that works, isn't it?
Wait, so he's like legit funny.
Oh, so funny. So funny. And I'm laughing so hard. And then I'm like, I go, if he said that, I go, I feel like it's open.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I go, I just been focusing on, he's like, on what? I go, on not being a fat piece of shit. And so then I'm saying it, and I figure they're just going to bleep and stuff. They cut it all out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they cut it all out. Then we talked about the hierarchy of Latin American countries. And and then I'm telling him, I go, this is definitely not airing.
Wait, shut the fuck up.
He goes, no. I go, you won't have a show of this. I was like telling him, I was like, like
what is the hierarchy? It goes Argentina.
I go Argentines. I go because they killed all the indigenous people, and he's like, mm-hmm.
They did?
And yeah. It's like a white country. So
for real?
Yeah. There's basically like like just like a couple. It's like Beverly Hills. You're like, there's a couple of brown people over there, but it's like everybody else.
Like the Beverly Hills of South America.
Yeah.
Are you still smoking?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it. Cigars.
I had a cigar last night.
Yeah.
I gotta stop talking.
I saw you. I think I didn't see you without a cigar in any photo.
We had our green room was outdoors, so I was like, I'm gonna fucking smoke a cigar before I go on stage.
Yeah.
Dave and Jay are smoking cigarettes.
How long were you have to do sets?
Everyone did 20 and I did 45.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I guess I can share it now because it's already happened, but then we close on the national anthem.
Oh my God.
We all sing the national anthem and then fireworks go off behind us. So great. I had to go to people and go, are you comfortable singing the national anthem? They're like, huh? I was like, I have a bit where Tom sucks my cock.
Yeah.
And then he sings the national anthem.
I suck your cock?
Yeah.
This is the bit?
It's hard. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to use it on the, it's a good closer. It's a good closer. So,
why do I suck it?
I don't know, man. You just, in the bit, you're just good at it. It gets such a pop.
I bet.
When I bring your name. If you guys, oh man, I fucking.
The best was that I was sent pictures of you, and you're like, you look like you have quintuplets inside of you. And then somebody's like, this guy's calling you fat on stage.
I need this tour to wrap up, and then I'm going to focus. I'm going to get so jacked for my special.
Yeah.
It's going to be distracting. My shoulders, it's already distracting. Like if you look at me, you go, my shoulders are fucking perfect. I mean, perfect. When I do this, it's all muscle. I mean, I'm fucking so jacked right now, Tom.
Yeah. That's the thing I hear the most about you.
Oh.
Fucking A.
I got it all, Tom.
Yeah.
I got it all. A beautiful body.
Yeah.
I'm in love.
With who?
I got with Leanne.
Oh.
My relationship with my kids is working out.
Good.
Yeah. I got it all, buddy. I got it all.
Yeah. I mean, where do you go from here?
Dead.
Yeah.
This is when you die. It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's perfect.
It's really worked out.
I got two beautiful dogs.
I thought you were going to say daughters.
No, I got two beautiful daughters also.
But lead with the dogs. Lead with the dogs.
My dogs are gorgeous.
Yes.
My dogs are gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorgeous dogs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got nothing to complain about. I got no complaints in life.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. I need to do something good. I saw you'd give like some money to the children's hospital or something.
Yeah. Yes.
What was that? You like you looked like a cop.
I did not look like a cop.
You look like an undercover cop, a guy
No, I
that has
didn't.
worked his way up the force and solves mysteries now, and like comes into the office. Pull up the picture of Tom giving his money away.
That does
Who
not.
is that fucking?
That was
dime?
not a cop look.
Comedian Tom
Yeah.
Segura. Look at you right
How
there.
is that a cop?
You look like a lieutenant. You look like a lieutenant. Is that you with the mask on?
Yeah, they made me.
They made you wear
It was
a
a
mask.
children's
You
hospital.
gave fucking 10 grand and
But
they
I-
can't show your fucking pearly whites?
40 grand.
40 fucking grand?
Yeah.
Look at
And-
that. That's fucking ridiculous. Show the face.
They don't let you because it's a children's hospital.
Oh, that does make sense.
So they had the masks.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Here's 40 grand. Everyone's got COVID. Good luck, kids.
No, the masks were before COVID.
Why do you do this?
Why'd I do what?
You do this a lot.
Because I just felt like
Children's hospital, though. That's your thing.
yeah, because I found out. So like when I started to do well, I was like, oh, you have a bear some responsibility to, I wanted to do something charitable, and that's the thing. I was like, oh, there's like 1 million charities, right? And then the first thing that happens is you look up.
There's some horseshit ones, too.
Well, that's the thing is you look up some of the big names. I won't say them, but some of the names of like well-known things. And the first thing you see is there'll be like an article like, this was they siphoned money.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit. So then there's a thing called Charity Navigator. So it's a site that basically rates and ranks charities.
Oh, no. Oh, that
No?
stinks. No, I want it to be better. I want you to tell your interests, things you like. I want an app where I tell about myself.
Yeah.
And then it goes, oh, you should be giving to ...
Well, yeah, but
that would be fun, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. But
You're like single mothers, battered women.
how would that be an interest of yours?
No, like
Hey, babe.
Hey, are you busy?
No.
Okay. Soft pitch. Just want to hear you out. You're on the podcast.
Okay.
Tom and I have an offer to DP, double temp penetrate, a porn star. Now, we're not, hold on. We're not going to do it with our real dicks, but we'd like to do it with strap-ons, wearing underwear, strap-ons, wearing underwear, have sex with a porn star for a live show. Would you let us do that?
No.
Wait, hold on. Hear me out. There's a lot of money involved.
I don't give a shit. No.
Okay, would you wear a strap-on?
No.
Can we be in the room while people pretend to be us?
I think that's gross.
Okay. I love you.
That's not a no.
Love you too.
Gosh, she's such a bummer, man.
Oh, shit. See what Push says.
Okay. Let's see what she says.
How awesome. I know what I'll be thinking of when I go under tomorrow. Me and you high-fiving.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Spit style.
She doesn't answer, it's a yes.
Your call.
Well, we're doing it.
Yeah, okay. What's the other clip?
So he talked to Kale and said, is there anything you can send us just clip-wise from the machine?
No.
Yes. And
Are
he
you
said
serious?
He said he would send him something. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh.
My way! My way! My way!
What is that? By the way, I'll never shave a mustache. For that fucking reason.
Play it again.
For that fucking reason. What is he doing?
Play it again.
I win.
Dude, this is fucking great acting.
I win. I win.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
I can't wait to see the movie.
What? By the way, it's not going to be that far off. Look, you're crying. What is? I don't even know what that is. Is that like a? It's a face swap, right?
I don't. It's from the other day.
What is it from? Oh,
Remember when I left the room? And you did the ads alone?
You're lying.
I don't know who posted it, actually.
Good God. But it's not far off from what I look like in the movie. I'm not going to lie to you. I look exactly like I look like right now.
You look good.
But on camera, it looks pretty aggressive.
I did to a promoter.
What?
I got to, I don't know what venue it was. And they go, how's Bert? And the promoter. And I went, like that. And I just walked away.
I tell Leanne, so I know I have, so like, I don't want to talk too much about the movie at all. Like, meaning, I don't want to tell like too much of the details, but I know that there is this weird scene where I have to kiss someone, or someone has to kiss me. And I make a joke about it with Leanne, right? Yeah. So then,
wait, going before you go, do you guys ever have a conversation that you have a kissing scene?
Oh yeah, and you know me, I'm busting Leanne's balls the whole time.
And is she laughing about it?
So this is our new arrangement. Like I get to make out with people, and then you can't. Yeah. And she's like, don't talk like that. It's kind of gross. And I was like, whatever. Yeah. You know, like I'm making jokes about it nonstop. And by the way, the scene isn't even a makeout scene, and so it's just a regular like it's like a yeah. And so, but I'm joking about it, and then I have a scene and with the girl that plays my wife, Stephanie, who's an amazing actress, a really amazing actress, and I'm not giving the scene the right attention. Like I'm not doing the right thing in the scene. And she witnesses it in the scene. And it's supposed to be like a heartfelt scene where I am like dialed in, and for whatever reason, and by the way, I really think it was my second day acting. And by the way, second day acting forever, like ever. And in the middle of this like third take, she senses that I'm not dialed in, and so out of nowhere she kisses me and slaps me, and all of a sudden I'm fucking in, and we finish seeing, they're like, that was great, that was fucking awesome, and they're like, do it again, same way, and then I was dialed in for the whole fucking rest of the day. And I said, why'd you do that? She goes, yeah, you weren't paying attention, you were kind of thinking about, like, I could see you listening but not really listening, you were listening to talk, you weren't talking. And she was like, I just thought like it would be better to get you into the moment, and I was like, that fucking really worked, but I just kissed a chick and it wasn't planned, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, and it caught me off guard, so I called Leanne that night and I go, hey, I've got to tell you, like, I kissed somebody.
You're such a homo.
She goes, yeah, I know, it's in the scene. And I go, no, it wasn't in the scene. It was, but I didn't initiate. And by the way, I had told other people on set, like, Serbia is very interesting, is that it's very touchy. Like, everyone's touching each other. Me Too is not really splashed over there. And I don't think anyone's sexually harassing anyone, but people are touching each other on set. They're like sitting in each other's laps. Like, it's really like touchy feely. And someone had touched me, and I had said to them, hey, just, like, I'm cool with that, but like, I'm not going to touch you back. And I just want to make sure that like, because in my head, I'm all thinking about like people's fucking comfort zones. So when this kiss happened, I called in. I go, hey, it happened. Like, I just want you to know that I feel weird about it, because I've never kissed a girl in like 19 years. It's just your 20 years. It's just been you. And I just kissed someone. She goes, Bert, it's in the fucking scene. I go, it actually wasn't in the scene. I go, she did it. It was out of nowhere. She goes, no, I thought you had a scene with her. I go, no. She goes, I think tomorrow you're like legit kissing her. And I went, what? She goes, tomorrow you're like legit. You come home off the road and you got to kiss her. And Leanne's like, I'll be there. I'm going to watch it. I was like, you're going to watch me kiss someone? She's like, yeah, I'm a producer on the movie. I'll be watching you kiss her. And I was like, shut the fuck up. So I go to the script real quick and I'm like, Bert legit kisses this chick. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, this is in the movie. I was like, I gotta fucking plan a kiss on someone. So I go up to Stephanie. I'm like, yo, so this is gonna like happen? She was like, yeah, it's acting. Trust me, it's fine. I was like, it's acting for you.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'm gonna come in my pants.
dude, I got so carried away with it that like not like everything acting is fucking normal, right? Everything acting is normal, but I just got so comfortable. Leanne's there that we did a pickup scene, and I wasn't even in the right costume, and I wasn't on camera, and I kissed her off camera. We were sitting behind camera. We were sitting behind the camera, and I just like, and everyone was like, "You're not on camera," and I was like, "Huh?" Like I got so comfortable with it. Leanne's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Is this on? Wait, what's going on? What's going on?"
Wait, be honest. Did you get hard?
No, I definitely had to do a costume change, but no, I definitely guarded myself, but no. Do you know how many times I've asked people if they had cancer on stage, and they've said yes, and I've been like, why would I ask that question? I asked it to a group of women one time. I'll never forget this. I asked it to a group of women one time. I said, I was in Kentucky, Cincinnati Funny Bone.
Yeah.
And I said, they were off to the right, and I said, we're playing around, and I said, so what are you guys on, a family reunion? And they're like, what? And I go, what's up with the shirts? You guys are all wearing the same shirts. And they go, yeah, we're like a team. And I went, what are you guys, like a softball team? And they're like, no, we're like a support team. I go, for it, like animals? And they're like, no, for each other. I go, what are you guys supporting each other for? And as I say that, I see that they're all bald. And I'm like, what? And then I'm like, ugh. And they're like, we are all breast cancer survivors. And I went, oh, okay. And I'm like, nice. And I go, all you guys beat it? And they're like, well, she's going through it again. And I went, oh. I was like, okay, but you're looking good, right? And she goes, no. And I'm like, but it's like, chances are. And she goes, no, it's not looking good at all. And she's like, that's why we came to a comedy show, to get our minds off it. And I was like, cool. And I'm like, do you guys want to do a shot? and then of course, you know me, I'm like, but you guys, not you, but like the other ones. She was like, why not me? And I go, because you're going through it pretty rough right now. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, but I can do a shot. And I was like, are you sure? She goes, I'm putting chemotherapy in my body. I can definitely do a shot.
I can handle alcohol.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I go, why don't I bring you guys on stage? And then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
God.
I bring them on stage, and I'm like, can we all get 5 shots of tequila quickly, very quickly? And then now I got them on stage. I'm like, so like, what's it like, chemotherapy? And it was just the worst, Tom, the worst crowd work. The only way I pulled out of it is it gets heartfelt, and the woman's telling her story, and she's like, this is my second run, whatever, and of it, and she goes, I said, here's the deal. I've really fucked tonight up.
Yeah.
I go, I'm going right back into material after this.
Yeah.
And I go, but I'll give you my phone number. And whenever you're feeling really down, you can call me, and I promise you, I will talk to you and try to make you laugh, and at least if you're feeling down, to get your mind off of it. And she was like, I appreciate that. So I gave her my phone number. I talked to her at the bar afterwards. We hung out, we drank. And then like a month later, I get a phone call from her. And I'm outside. I'm at the new house. I get a phone call from her. I answer, and I go, what's up? And she goes, she was like, I'm having a rough night. And I said, okay. And I said, well, hey, I made a promise. Let's talk. I cracked a beer open. I started talking. And Tom, I talked so aggressively for like 30 minutes. But at the end, I was like, wait, are you still awake? And she goes, I'm done. I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better. What did you just write down?
Things to remind me of.
Okay. Yeah. And so I was like,
I'm feeling better. You did it.
I'm feeling good, man. I'm done. And just hung up on me. Never heard from her again. I wonder if I got her on my phone.
I did. I
guarantee you I got Cancer Lady in here. I guarantee you I got Cancer Lady in here.
I did a cancer fundraiser. And do you know what my opening line? So it was somebody who had stage 4 cancer. And my opening line, this was a packed place. My opening line was, give it up for so-and-so. They have stage 4 cancer. And I go, you know what the good thing about stage 4 cancer is? And everybody was like this. And I go, there's no such thing as stage 5. And it bombed so hard. And Nate Craig?
Yeah, I do.
He was there. And I was able to like go into material, and I was like, afterwards I go, did you hear what I opened with? And he goes, you mean when you flatlined? You want to hear some wild shit?
Yeah, please.
So sometimes like my tour manager, you've met him, Dave. He's great. You know, he has like so much production experience, so he really runs a tight ship. I'm talking about with everything, but even with production. So he does sound checks every show, like thorough ones, and he gets everybody on the same page. Does like these pre-show talks with the whole staff of every place we go, and I'm doing like hundreds of shows. So I get there, and he's sometimes he's like I get there, he'll be like, it's a great day. This place is everyone's so professional. Sometimes you get there, he's like, it's a fucking shit show. There's a bunch of clowns working here. So it's one of those days where he's like, today's been a fucking nightmare working with this staff. And I was like, all right. So we have a couple shows. So the first show, there's audio problems, and he's like, God damn it. Cause he's like, we just did sound check, and this means that like they didn't save the way that we did it.
Yeah.
So we're between shows, and he's furious, right? He's talking to the production manager, he's talking to the sound people. He's like, the fuck are you doing? And when I hear him like that, I walk away. I'm like, you can do that, right? So I just go back, and I'm talking to everybody, and then I see him like, let's say 20 minutes later, I go, everything cool? And he goes, no. So I go, what's up? He goes, our driver crossed over and was detained at the border. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. And my immediate thought is that the driver has not disclosed something about themselves.
Yeah.
A DUI, a warrant,
God. that kind of. Okay, keep going.
And I go, oh, fuck, what happened? He goes, well, the customs agents went on the bus and in your room found a bunch of weed. And I'm like, what? And here's the thing, and I mean, hand to God, I'm like, but I don't have any weed on the bus. Like, I'm not, I've smoked joints on this, but I don't like roll with weed. I don't smoke weed every day. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they found over an ounce. And I'm like, what? And it went, even though it's legal in Canada.
Yeah.
The amount was just over the amount for usage, which was not even okay anyways, but is now considered trafficking. And my driver's in his 60s, and he's like a really nice dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is happening, right? I'm like, just like, oh my God.
Okay. Push pause. Do you immediately go to Jeff Tate and go, hey, did you throw an ounce of weed in the back?
No, I know exactly what it is right away.
You do?
Yes, because one of the things, and I'm sure this happens to you too, is like a lot of times when you're doing shows, I don't mean like fans, I mean venues and like promoters go like, here. Right away it hits me. I go, it's got to be a gift. It's got to be a gift bag. And then I go, so what was that? They go, it was a basket that was in one of these like cabinets in your room on the bus. And I'm like, dude, that's probably been sitting there for 6 months. I didn't even know where, like, I don't even know where. And then they show me a photo, and the photo it's prepackaged, sealed from a company. So it's like, it's not like, here's a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
It's like a professional labeled, and they'd given me a variety pack. I don't even remember when or where, but I was like, oh, fuck. So I go, what happened? And so I talked to the driver. He's like, well, he's being detained, right? He's like, I come in, I show my passport, and they're like, we're just going to do a quick perimeter check. They do the perimeter check. Then he goes, I'm just going to do an inspection now. So the driver's on the bus, and he's like in the front of the bus. And he says, the guy's just like opening cabinets. He goes, he doesn't even look in the fridge, doesn't open. He's just like, boop, 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 looks all around. And then he's like, he goes, it was like radar. He goes into your suite, opens these things, and he goes, we have a little problem. And the driver goes, what's the problem? And he goes, do you know you have a bunch of weed on this bus? And my driver goes, don't fuck with me. Right? He goes, I don't think that's funny. And he goes, I'm not fucking with you, and I don't think it's funny either.
Oh my God.
So he brings him to the back. He counts it out. He goes, yeah, this is a trafficking amount. And he goes, I've never, I don't have any of this. This isn't mine. He goes, you're the only one on the bus, so this is yours. And then he goes like this.
No.
Yep. To him. So then my driver, and he cuffs him. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he's like, basically like, we're going to go in here in a moment. And the customs guy goes, whose bus did you say this was again? And my driver goes, Tom Segura. And he goes, no shit. He goes, let me get those cuffs off you.
No.
Takes the cuffs off him. He goes, I'm a big fucking fan. And he goes, seriously? And he goes, yeah. He goes, tell Tom to smoke all this shit because you cannot cross over the border with this. And he lets him go.
Are you fucking serious?
I swear to God.
Wait, hold on 1 second. So then your bus driver just did
it? So then he's like, he's having like heart palpitation, Yeah. And then he said, the guy stopped. He goes, just a reminder, if this wasn't Tom's bus, you'd be in jail right now. And then he walked off the bus. And then my driver's like, hey, so you need to smoke all. I go, I'm not smoking. Throw it away. What are you talking about?
Throw it away. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And dude, I was like, I felt so bad that I was like, I go to Dave. I go, I want to get him like an apology gift.
Get him an ounce of weed.
I go, I don't know. I want to get him something, but I don't know what he likes. And Dave goes, he likes guns. And I was like, this is going to be like a weird I'm sorry thing. Like, I go, all right. So then I tell him, I go, hey man, I'm going to get you a gun. And he goes, I already have a gun. And I go, not the kind of gun I'm going to get you.
Desert Eagle, 50 caliber.
I'm getting him like a fucking fully automatic.
Oh.